from Mickey. Something exciting, we saw a nice gasp from the crowd. A lot of potential in this pick and a good laning matchup for Zed.
Well, it's because the one time we saw Mickey Zed this
The
season.
zone comes through. Eve is going to face check a lot of damage.
And there's the Tempered Fate coming in. It's not going to hit anybody. And there is Mickey already with the first blood into this game. They were camping that red buff. They had their eyes on the prize, and now they're going to follow it up with the dragon.
It's really not.
Cast back up.
Actually hasn't been spotted by a ward. Here's the engage coming through. Gragas, does he have the ultimate? He does. Pushes away Sungyun. Can he live? A lot of damage onto Luna. The last turret hit kills him, and a 1-for-1 with 3 members committed. Anarchy will take that.
Yeah, they definitely. Here we go. Kuve already ulted by Ixu right there. There's an equalizer. Kuve going to flash. Mickey finds himself on the equalizer, and that is going to be the death mark popping for the kill.
Hard to say whether they had the full information and we're going to look for the dragon for turret trade. They'll definitely get a turret, but there's no wave clear present in mid lane. Sungyun gets there, has the ultimate available, so can maybe clear out one wave. If they get in and get out, and
here we might see another dive. Mickey and Lyra working together. Man, that bottom lane has no HP. There is no equalizer yet. It's almost up. Death mark onto Luna. There's the exhaust onto Mickey over. Mickey getting bounced around, but he pops. The Bard actually getting knocked there by the explosive cask into the range.
He actually flashed onto Bard with the E-auto attack with the passive. Sungyun's going to get caught in the transition, though. Trinity Force Corki is a scary proposition. They get the turret in bot. Can Samsung make them pay with the critical mid lane turret? Those split pushing options. And this is going to be an all-in.
Well, Crown is here. Can he push it back? He pushes him into the turret right there. There's the equalizer down there, caught in the turret. And Lyra definitely going to fall. So Crown there with the turnaround kill, but they lose Kuve.
And crucially, they lose their smite to Anarchy. So the 1-for-1 trade actually works with things. Crown doesn't have Zhonya's.
And there's the knockback onto Mickey. Mickey's going to go in. He's exhausted right now. He's running under the turret. Hexdrinker is popped. But that is a shutdown kill for Crown as he has to... And they get the ult off. Bard ult could stop this. Bard ult is not going to stop this. Bard is instead... just going to go back through the magical journey, try and get that stun. He will get it, not before Ixu comes in with the ultimate. Eve isolated right there, has to body slam and cask his way out. Fury trying to kite desperately. Crown flashes over the wall. Mickey's there, Bard ult comes in. Crown is dead to rights, though, as he falls in the back.
Purely, Rumble has not impacted this fight at all. Gonna flash over his Sungyun. Fury's alive as well. Target selection for Anarchy, not the best, and Rumble's coming in with the equalizer.
Yeah, they have to back out right now. So many ults used. And Summoners used. Eve coming in for the kill. Fury snakes it with the rocket.
Cleaver, but I feel like they need it.
Fury and Ixu going in. Fury taking a lot of damage right there, but he's backed up by the Bard. Snowflower here as well. Ixu getting chunked out pretty heavily, though. And there's the Tempered Fate. They want to go in on this, but there's a lot of backup. Crown's there, too. Phosphorus Bomb, Explosive Casket. Ixu's going to get out. But who else may die? Snowflower still CC'd to death. Sanyu getting there late with the calling. Big questionable right there. Here's a TP coming into the minion. Mickey going to have to back off. Ixu wants to get the engage, wants to get the tower. He will find it, but everyone is there to shut him down. Ixu can't move and is dead, but does get the turret, and he does. Mickey's going to hit the turret as well, so he's going to take some damage, and that is a pretty nice answer to the split push right now. Kuve still going to get not popped. Death mark not going to be enough. Flashes right there. Bit of a duel. Crown coming into that side. Equalizer laid down. There's the poke from the Sand Soldiers. There's the movement of the soldiers. Is it going to be enough? Hexdrinker pop. Meanwhile, Anarchy finds a fight on the other side. Luna dies. Fury over the wall with the Valkyrie. Eve looking for that escape. Phosphorus Bomb going to deal some damage, and they're going to get out. Crown takes down Mickey. So they wow. That was a very intense series of events. They saw 2 people on the bottom side, so Anarchy wanted to go after the mid. Take down the support, but that's it. Mid lane are dead.
Once they committed to Crown being that, here's the re-engage though. In comes Ixu, gets the Terrify, but has to back away. The health bars aren't that high, but Sungyun's free hitting in the back line.
Crown's in there. There's a big Emperor's Divide, and Fury's able to rain rockets in. He's out of mana. Crown still getting a lot of auto attacks off. Nobody can get him in that choke, and he's going to take one more down. Fury with the double kill. There's the, wow, not quite triple. Crown with the very
double turrets, 5v4, but they chose not to pull off. Still have Tempered Fate. They've lost one Nexus turret. Tempered Fate used now, but it's a little bit late, Samsung.
So Samsung just falling apart here. If they were a little bit more decisive, they could win this. Now Anarchy finds themselves with an advantage. Kuve drops Equalizer, but that's not going to be enough. Flash goes down. Crown going to get knocked out of his recall. Fury makes it back to base, but that is it for Crown. Pop, but there's the Zonias. Goodbye.
The shot calling from late game Samsung is awful, Monte Cristo. They had Tempered Fate. It was the world's easiest turret dive. The turrets aren't even a factor. But they just watched the Zed take everything.
Especially since the next minion wave was going to be a super minion wave for Samsung coming out of the Nexus. Zed was going to have a very hard time cracking the Nexus by himself with the super minion there and with his team all dying.
Fury takes a lot of poke damage from Sungyun. This is the only inhibitor turret left, and Sungyun goes super aggressive, gets stunned.
Yeah, now Ixu, a wraparound though. That's going to be it. Sungyun takes a lot of damage. Fury's still there, getting a decent amount of autos off. They're actually running pretty low. Anarchy wants to take down the 3 inhibitors. Snowflower low. Is there enough follow-up? Fury trying to make plays. Flashes for the kill. I don't think that a kill on a support is going to be quite worthwhile, however.
With the long death time, as Samsung want picks and try and just finish the game, they know that their base... Look, they already lost the game to the inhibitors being down last game. They need the picks now to try and finish. Teleport from Rumble to push down the mid lane, or at least to catch whoever is retreating as Lyra does. Win the 5v4 and win the game. Man, the late games. How do these Samsung fans keep coming up, Monte Cristo? Because the heart palpitations are real.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's so unfortunate because Samsung legitimately did a good job of getting themselves back in a position where they could win that game, but they got so gun-shy, they couldn't pull the trigger when it really mattered. At a certain point, you just have to say, we can win this base race. We have the tools to win this base race, and just go for it. And it doesn't get any better than that. Azir, Corki with the Trinity Force, the ability to just burn down these towers. Like you said, you have the